Hello everyone and welcome back to Tone's Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video and I hope you're all doing well. Now on the 13th of August this channel is going to be 1 year old, and to celebrate our first anniversary I'm going to be running a little competition, or as you guys over the pond like to call it, a contest where you can win a couple of LPs or an Amazon voucher. So let's get on with it. So when I first decided to start a YouTube channel, I'd never made a video before. I didn't know where I was going with this channel or where it was going with me. I kind of started it as a trial of something that I thought that I might like to do when I retire. Now I haven't retired just yet, but hopefully within the coming months I will have done that. But I've just had the best time. It's been a huge learning curve how to make videos, but it's been absolutely brilliant talking with other Beatles fans and getting to know you and all that sort of thing. I've met some absolutely amazing people, not literally met them, but met them through communication through this channel, and some other people that that run their own channels, speaking to them as well. Just absolutely beautiful people, and I see the same names come up on my videos time and time again. You're a really loyal bunch and I'm really appreciative of everyone who has subscribed and who comments and gets involved with the videos. Absolutely fantastic. We're at about 950 now, which is just absolutely mind-blowing for me. I never thought I'd get anywhere near that. I didn't realize there would be that many people that were interested in my ramblings, but absolutely fantastic to have you all here and really appreciate you all being here. So what is the competition? What have you got to do? Right, anyone who's seen any of my videos knows that I like a little bit of a story. So what I want to know from you is, what is your most treasured Beatles item, or what is your most treasured Beatles memory? You can choose either one of those things, but it must mean something to you personally, and it could be anything. It could be an album, the first album that you heard that turned you on to the Beatles, made you become a fan, or maybe it was a Wings album or a John Lennon album and then you went back to discover the Beatles after. It could be a single song that means something to you because it reminds you of something, or it reminds you of someone, or it was that song that introduced you to the Beatles. It could be an item of memorabilia, a ticket stub from a gig or a tour program, or a Beatles pencil, or something that you've been hankering after for years and you finally got your hands on it. It could be an album, the same thing that you've been trying to get for ages, something that that you really treasure that you've got now. It could be something even more personal. It could be an autograph, or when you met one of the Beatles, maybe you bumped into Ringo in Sainsbury's by the frozen peas and you've still got the frozen peas packet that he picked up and put back because he didn't like those peas. Show me your peas. It could be any of these things, but it must be something personal to you that you hold dear. So if it's a memory, you just tell me about it. If it's an item, I want to know what it is, how you came about it, and why it's so special to you. That's what this competition's about. So I'm going to show you the prizes for the competition, then I'll explain the rules of the competition, and then I'll just talk briefly about my treasured item, and that'll be it for this video. So what you will win is, firstly, a copy of Paul McCartney's 2013 album New. It's still in the shrink, hype sticker, the lot. It's 180 gram black vinyl. You will also win a copy of Pipes of Peace. Now this one is out of the shrink, but it is brand new. What happened is I ordered the Pipes of Peace on silver vinyl off a bloke on Discogs, and he sent me one on black vinyl. So when I told him he sent me the wrong thing, he said, I don't have any silver ones left, but I'll refund you the money and you can keep the album. So it is absolutely brand new. The hype sticker is in there. I put the hype sticker on before I'd even got the vinyl out to find it was the wrong one. Here is the vinyl. It has never been played. It's absolutely brand new. So that's Pipes of Peace. Now, I totally understand that you are Beatles fans and you may already own these albums, so you don't want another copy of them. So there is an alternative prize, and the alternative prize is I will send you via email a £40 Amazon voucher, or your currency's equivalent of £40. If you want the albums, it doesn't matter if you're not in the UK, I will pay for the post and packaging for wherever it is in the world you live, so don't worry about that. So the rules of the competition, there aren't many. The first rule is you must be a subscriber of this channel to enter the competition, because I want the prize to go to a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel and then do your contest entry. Now, I would love it if everyone was to make a video showing their treasured item and talking about it, but I totally get it that not everybody has an active YouTube channel or wants to make videos. And if you're one of those people that don't want to make a video, you can just tell me about your treasured item or treasured memory down in the comments, and that is absolutely fine. That is a legitimate contest entry. But also remember, if you don't usually make videos and you're a little bit shy about being in a video, you don't actually have to be in the video to make a video. You can just film the item and talk over the top, but no pressure at all. If you don't want to make a video, you don't want to make a video, that's fine. Just put your entry down in the comments. Now, I know that some of my subscribers do have their own YouTube channel, and I would absolutely love it if you were to put in a contest entry and post it on your channel so that your subscribers know about the contest and know about my channel. That would be really lovely of you if you could do that. So that would be brilliant. If you do post a video, please don't post the link to the video in the comments, because it may get removed and I might miss it. If you make a video, just tell me in the comments that you've made a video and I'll hop over to your channel, watch your video. Everyone that does a contest entry, I will respond to it so that you know that your entry has been counted. What I'll do on the 13th of August, which is the first anniversary of my channel, I will do a video doing a draw for the competition winner, and then we'll get in touch after that, and we can arrange to get the albums to you or the Amazon voucher, and that's how it's going to work. One thing I should have mentioned earlier is that if you do have an active YouTube channel and you are doing a contest entry, please do a contest entry. If you are doing a contest entry, if you wouldn't mind putting a link to this video in the description of your contest entry video, that would be really great, and then your subscribers will know how to find this channel if they want to do a contest entry, and it might help edge me that little bit closer to the holy grail of 1,000 subscribers. So you'll really be helping me out. So please, if you could do that, that would be absolutely marvelous. Right, now my contest entry, not that I'm going to win it, but my favorite or my most treasured Beatles item, I think, is probably this signed Electric Arguments CD signed by Paul in 2008. Now, I've already done a video of how I got that signed. It's called When Beatley Tone Met Macca. It's a two-part video and tells the story of 3 meetings that I've had with Paul McCartney and what happened when I met him, what I said to him, what he said to me, etc, etc. If you haven't seen that and you want to see that, you can find those on my channel, but I won't talk about that again in this video because a lot of you have seen that already. But I will tell you about another treasured item that I've got. So when I was a very little kid, and I'm talking about 2, 3, 4 years old, I used to have one of those dance set type record players in my bedroom, and people used to buy me records. Anyone that used to come around to the house used to come around with a record, and I think I was probably more fascinated with the mechanics of the record player than I was about the sounds emanating from the tiny little single speaker. But my mum said I had this weird talent at this very young age. So this was before I can read, where she used to say, go and get Do Wah Diddy by Manfred Mann, and I'd scramble through all these records and come up with the record, pull it out. And I've no idea how I did that. She had no idea how I did it. As I say, I couldn't read. It might have been to do with the colour of the record label, but I'm sure that I had more than one record that was on the same record label, so that doesn't really account for it. I'm sure that she thought I was some sort of child genius and probably had hopes that I would turn out to be a doctor, and if that didn't work out, worst case scenario, I was probably going to be the next Murray the K. But anyway, so I had this thing where I could pull out these records. Anyway, you know, time goes on, and I got bored with my record player and my records, and you move on to the next thing as a kid, as you do, Tonka toys, Batman, whatever it was. But when I was a teenager and I suddenly rediscovered pop music again, I wanted to know where all these records were, because the story of me doing this, my mum used to wheel it out for years. Even if you'd heard it before, she used to tell people about it. You know how it goes. Anyway, so I was aware of this talent, even though it happened way back in my distant childhood. But anyway, so I wanted to know where they were. So I said, where are all these records that I used to have? And she said, well, they've probably been thrown away, but they might be up in the loft. So hopefully I went up into the loft. Now, our loft was the absolute pits of the earth. It wasn't an active room, it was just a dumping ground for everything. It was dusty as hell. There was no light up there. There was old mattresses up there, boxes of old birthday cards that no one would ever read again or eat, you know, but couldn't be bothered to throw away. That's what our loft was like. It was just full of dust. And anyway, so I went up there in search of these records, and I found one surviving record, and the one surviving record that I found was this one, I Feel Fine by the Beatles. And I don't know if you can see that, but it is absolutely scratched to within an inch of its life. But obviously this record was now relevant to me. I just discovered the Beatles, and my Beatles journey had started trying to get all the records. And of course at that time this was the only place where you could get the track She's a Woman, so that was a big sort of tick for me. I mean, obviously it is in terrible shape, you know, probably due to all the years of dust gathering on it up in the loft, and the dropping down on the spindle of my record player, perish the thought. So I don't ever play it, but I do sometimes pull it out just to look at it, because it's, you know, it's something from my childhood that actually means something to me now as an adult, and it kind of reminds me of my mum telling the story to anyone who would listen. So that was the story of my little treasured item. I hope you enjoyed that little story. So now it's over to you. I'm really looking forward to hearing and reading about your treasured item. This is my first ever YouTube contest, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Now, as I said, we'll pull the winner out on the actual anniversary of the channel, which is the 13th of August. So let's say the closing date for entries is the 12th of August. So good luck to everyone who's going to take part, and I hope there's lots of you, and I'll see you all soon for the next video. Thanks for watching and good luck.